Welcome to Nilachal Polytechnic. I am Sima Raut, part of General Science Department, subject Mathematics. Our chapter number is 4 and topic is circle. So today we will discuss about equation of a circle passing through 3 points. So let's see. This is the circle. This is the center of the circle. The circle passing through 3 points means x1, y1, another point is x2, y2, third point is x3, y3. So there are randomly 3 points, the circle passing through these 3 points. Let's see. Equation of a circle passing through 3 given points x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Let the equation of the circle, let it be the general equation of the circle. General equation is our circle equation, let it be. This is equation number 1. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. This is equation number 1. Let it be, this is the equation of the circle. So since it passes through these 3 points, means x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 points, then equation 1 becomes what? We know that any equation passing through a point means the point must be satisfy the equation. So in this way, there are 3 points passing through 3 points. That means each of the points satisfy the equation number 1. That means first point satisfy the equation number 1. That means instead of x, we put down x1. Instead of y, we put down y1 in equation number 1. So instead of x, we put down x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c equals to 0. Let it be, this is equation number 2. In this way, similarly, second point also satisfy the equation number 1. That means instead of x, we put down x2. Instead of y, we put down y2. We get x2 whole square plus y2 whole square plus 2gx2 plus 2fy2 plus c equals to 0. Let it be, this is equation number 3. Then last is x3, y3. This point also satisfy the equation number 1. Instead of x, we put down x3. Instead of y, we put down y3. So what we get now? x3 whole square plus y3 whole square plus 2gx3 plus 2fy3 plus c equals to 0. This is equation number 4. There are how many number of equations is there? There are 3 numbers of equation we get now. Equation number 2, 3 and 4. So, we solving these equations by various methods is there. Elimination method, cross multiplication method, substitution method. So, in this way, we just solve these 2 equations. What do we get? Solving these 3 equations, 2, equation number 3, equation number 4, we get the values of G, F and C. There are 3 equations, 3 unknowns. So solving these 3 equations, we get 3 unknowns value. G value, F value and C value. Then after you find out the G, F, C value, then we putting these values, G, F, C value in equation number 1. What do we get? Get the equation of the required circle equation. That means whatever our question, this circle equation we find out. Let's see. This is the procedure to find out the equation of the circle if 3 points on the circle is given. So, for example, now let's see example. Example is that find the equation of a circle which passes through the points. First point is 0, 1. Second point is 1, 0. Third point is 2, 1. So, by the procedure, we know that first of all we should be write down. Let the equation of the circle be the general equation of the circle. This is equation number 1. Let it. So x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. This is the equation of the circle. Let it be equation number 1. So then, since the equation number 1 passes through the points, these are given points. First point is 0, 1. Second point is 1, 0. Third point is 2, 1. So, these 3 points are given. So, equation number 1 must be satisfy these points. That means, each of the points satisfy the equation number 1. So, you put down, first point is x 0, 1 satisfy the equation number 1. Instead of x, we put down 0. Instead of y, put down 1 in the equation number 1. Instead of x, you put down 0. And instead of y, if you put down 1, then what do we get from equation number 1? 2a plus c plus 1 equals to 0. Let it be, this is equation number 2. So, in this way, similarly, second point is 1, 0. We put down x equals to 1 and y equals to 0 in equation number 1. What do we get now? 2g plus c plus 1 equals to 0. So let it be, this is equation number 3. Then third point is 2, 1. That means instead of x we put down 2, instead of y we put down 1. In equation number 1, what do we get now? 4g plus 2a plus c plus 5 equals to 0. Let it be equation number 4. So now what should we do now? There are 3 equations and 3 unknowns. We know that there are 3 unknowns, g, f and c, and 3 equations is given. Equation number 2, equation number 3, equation number 4. What are the procedure now? The procedure is find out the unknowns value. Unknowns is g, f, c value by the solving the equations, equation number 2, 3 and 4. So solving 2, 3 first of all. We know that equation number 2 is 1 plus 2a plus c equals to 0 and 3 is 1 plus 2g plus c equals to 0. So same equals to 0. So from this we get that f equals to g. Putting f equals to g in equation number 4, what we get? 6a plus c plus 5 equals to 0. Let it be, this is equation number 5. Then from equation 2 and 5, what do we get now? We know that equation 2 is 1 plus 2a plus c equals to 0 and equation number 5 is 6a plus c plus 5 equals to 0. So 0 is same. So what do we get now? This equals to this. That means f equals to minus 1. C cancel. 5 minus 1. That means this is 4 and this is a minus 4. What do we get now? This is 4 by minus 4. This is minus 1. So if f equals to minus 1, g must be minus 1 because we have already got it, f equals to g. So if f value is minus 1, g value must be minus 1. So now f and g value we have already find out. So next is c value. How to find out c value? Putting the value of f minus 1 in equation number 2, what do we get now? Instead of a we put down minus 1, then c equals to 1 we have to get now. So c value is 1, f and g value is minus 1. We have already find out the g, f and c value. So now our work is find out putting these values in equation number 1. What do we get now? X square plus y square plus 2, g is minus 1, x plus 2, f is minus 1, y plus c is 1 equals to 0. What do we get now? X square plus y square minus 2x minus 2y plus 1 equals to 0. This is the required circle equation. Our question mark circle equation means required circle equation. So let's see another example. Find the equation of the circle whose center is on x-axis and the circle passes through origin and the point 4, 2. Means this circle whose center is on x-axis, okay, but the origin is the any point on the circumference of the circle, and 4, 2 also another point. So 0, 0 and 4, 2 is on the circle circumference. That means circle passing through these 2 points, and center is on x-axis. Okay, x-axis means what? Y coordinate must be 0. So if center formula is what in general equation? Minus g minus f, then y coordinate must be 0. So minus f must be 0. Because why? Because center is lies on x-axis. So y coordinate must be 0. X-axis means what? Y coordinate equals to 0. So this is our figure out here, geometrical figure of this question. So our question is find out the circle equation. So let's see. Let the circle equation is, we know that general equation of the circle. If you don't know what is the circle equation, so let it be the circle equation is our general equation of the circle. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. Equation number 1. Then center is on x-axis. X-axis means what? Y equals to 0. That means center must be minus g minus f, but minus f instead of minus f we put down 0 because the center lies on x-axis. Every point on the x-axis y coordinate must be 0. So minus f, so we conclude that f equals to 0. Minus f equals to 0 means what? F equals to 0. So we conclude that this is equation number 2, let it be. So f equals to 0. We get that f value is 0. Then what are given? circle passes through the origin 0, 0 and the point 4, 2, and that is what we get now. If the circle equation passing through origin and the point 4, 2, that means what? The point must be satisfied the equation number 1. So that means first of all 0, 0 point we put down instead of a x 0 instead of y 0 in equation number 1. What do we get now? This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. What do we get now? C equals to 0. After putting the origin on the equation number 1, what do we get now? C equals to 0. This is related to equation number 3. Means this value, this is. And then we put down second point, 4, 2 in equation number 1. We already known that A f equals to 0, C equals to 0. So we don't find out A value and C value. So this F is 0, this C is 0. So we put down instead of X 4 instead of Y 2. What do we get now? This is what? 4F 4 2. This is how much? 28G 4F plus C. But we know that F and C are all 0. So we put down instead of F 0 instead of C 0. What do we get now? 8G plus 20 equals to 0. That means G equals to minus 5 by 2. So now we find out F value, C value and G value. F value is 0, C value is 0, G value is minus 5 by 2. Now putting these values in equation number 1. Equation number 1 means general equation. X square plus Y square plus 2. This is G value minus 5 by 2 into X. 2 F value is 0, Y plus C value is 0 equals to 0. That means this is 2 cancel. What do we get now? X square plus Y square minus 5x equals to 0 is the required circle equation. So x-axis means y coordinate must be 0, y-axis means x coordinate must be 0. Every point on x-axis y coordinate is 0, every point on the y-axis x coordinate must be 0. So here center lies on x-axis means his y coordinate must be 0. So we get that f equals to 0. So have a good day. Next video we talk about equation of a circle end points of a diameter form. So have a good day and thank you all of you.